Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to today's video. It has been a minute since I have sat down and filmed a good old-fashioned anti-haul. I kind of backed away from these for a while because several months ago, the beauty community was kind of in a dark, negative place, and I just really didn't want to bring any kind of negative vibes onto my channel. So for a while, I stepped back from the anti-haul. I was like, all right, let's keep it as positive as possible for a while. However, I do really believe that anti-hauls have a very important place in the beauty realm. It lets you guys know why some of us behind the camera who spend a ton of money on makeup, testing things out, why we wouldn't spend our money on buying some of these launches. So I just think it's kind of cool to share this with you guys, give you my thoughts, my opinions. This is by no means, disclaimer, meant to shit on brands, drag brands to the mud, make fun of them, talk shit about a brand specifically, so to speak. It's just talking about a particular launch or a particular item. Most of the brands I'm about to talk about, they have a lot that I love, that I use every day, that I have in my collection, that I even have sitting out in front of me on my vanity right now. So no hate, no shade. It's just really my thoughts and opinions on why I wouldn't buy these items. I do like to keep these videos ending on a positive note, so I am going to kind of toss at the end here items that are on my wish list or items that I really want and things that I do want to test out. So with that being said, disclaimer has been laid out. Let's go ahead and jump into the video. All right, you guys, I have a ton of stuff in my phone here. I pretty much go to Trend Mood for everything. If I want to know about up and coming makeup launches, releases, beauty releases, I look at Trend Mood. They're kind of my go-to, so shout out, I gotta give them some credit. So let's start off with the items that I am not going to buy. You guys are probably gonna be shocked by this one because everyone's literally freaking out. It's the Riviera palette from ABH. I have tried so many of their palettes and I have yet to be blown away by the formula. I am just not a fan. I even recently went out and purchased this at the recommendation of some of my subscribers. This is the Modern Renaissance palette. It doesn't do much for me. I have so many issues blending out their shadows. There's just something with the formula that I personally just do not enjoy. And honestly, I feel like now that I own the James Charles palette, the Jaclyn Hill palette, I have a ton of different Colourpop palettes that just seem to have all of these shades in them already. Yes, I know you're probably thinking, well, Crystal, you buy every neutral palette that comes out. That is true because I am a neutral palette junkie. When it comes to super colorful palettes, I'm not. They're not something that I consistently reach for. So when I saw this release, yes, looking at it, it's beautiful. I absolutely love the packaging. I am a sucker for navy blue and white. I don't know why. This has always been one of my favorite color schemes, but there's just not enough to this palette to make me want to buy it. But again, if you love ABH and you love their shadows, I would say go for it because it really is a beautiful collection. And if you don't have a lot of colorful palettes, it might be a good option for you. But for me, I have to say it's a hard pass because I already know I'm not gonna like the formula. So this is a new collection from Too Faced. It's the Tutti Frutti Part 2. Some of the stuff, you guys, I'm literally speechless because I just don't really have much to say about it. The packaging is cute. But I don't know, to me it looks like just like a relaunch. Like they have the Hangover RX setting spray. I don't need another one of those. And they keep changing the tube of the Better Than Sex mascara to like limited edition packaging. Hey, if you love that mascara and you love collecting stuff like that, by all means, do you, but I don't see that it's necessary. I don't get that. Tarte does that too with their Lights Camera Lashes mascara, and I really don't understand the point of making the same mascara but in a limited edition packaging. It's clearly a sales tactic or whatever. I'm just not buying it. Again, this collection just looks blah. There's a face palette that comes with what looks like a highlighter, a blush, and a bronzer. And then on the other side, you've got really pretty looking shadows, but again, it's neutral shadows with a pop of green. The Casey Holmes Physicians Formula palette that literally just launched has like the same exact shades. That's exactly what this actually looks like to me, and that costs like 20 bucks. So it comes with a lip product, it comes with the delicious smelling Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer inspired perfume, and it literally has pretty much the same shadow shades, the same type of bronzer and blush. Go for some of that. That's actually what I have on my face right now, you guys. That collection is stunning. I absolutely love it. The highlight boom. But that's another review for another time. But yeah, this collection to me, pass. This is another eyeshadow palette from Beauty Bakery. Proof is in the pudding. I know that the Beauty Bakery line isn't huge, and I understand that makeup brands and lines, they need to make sure that they cover their bases. They need the neutral palette options, bright palettes, all kinds of different lip colors. I get it. But this palette looks so freaking bland. I swear there is no way that every single one of you sitting here right now doesn't have a palette that has this exact, like to a T color scheme. My rule of thumb with neutral palettes is as long as there's something that's like slightly different about it, I'm sold because I love neutral palettes. Looking at this, there's nothing different. My Jaclyn Hill palette is literally, word of the day in this video, I'm gonna be saying legit, literally a lot. Warning, don't roast me in the comments, or roast me if you feel like it, whatever. There's nothing different about this whatsoever. And again, it just looks super boring. Like, I don't get it. The theme is cute and everything. I just feel like maybe people are running out of ideas. We're now forming things around food and weed and alcohol because everything's been done. I don't know, that one's a pass for me. What else do we have here? So Makeup Revolution is diving into the skincare realm of things, it looks like. I can't with this. I don't know why. To me, maybe it's because I work in skincare. I am real picky about what goes on my face, the ingredients, the active part of it. So when you're purchasing skincare, the most important thing is the active ingredients in it. A lot of the times when skincare is of a lower price point, the active ingredients are going to be lower in the ingredient list. Now, The Ordinary is kind of a shocking, unique brand because they somehow are able to have really, really active, clean ingredients in their products, but keep it at such a cheap price. It's probably because they have their own labs and they're not private labeling or sharing a lab or whatever. That's speculation. But I don't know. There's something about Makeup Revolution. I'm not a huge fan of their products in general. They just don't work that well for me. I don't have a reason to purchase this when things like Good Molecules now exist from Beautylish, which I've been using that serum, that peptide serum, and I am obsessed with that. Active ingredient is like in the first few ingredients in the list, and then you have The Ordinary. I just don't really see the point. So for me, I'm not interested in it. It's a pass. This collection, Zoella in collaboration with Colourpop. The packaging on this, first of all, is the cutest thing I've ever seen. I have to give them that. I think the inspiration is adorable. I love the idea of like brunch date and this just being like a fun, everyday kind of palette. But I feel like Colourpop has palettes that look like this, and their collabs for me are getting a little bit out of control. I feel like it's like every other week they're collabing with someone. Here's my beef with this. I don't mind a brand releasing product. That is not an issue by any means. The makeup community is huge. People are obsessed with aesthetics and makeup and beauty. I personally feel like more now than they ever have been before. Colourpop is on fire. Their products are fantastic. Why wouldn't they continue giving the customers what they want? They love these new releases. They love how affordable their makeup is. However, what is different about this palette? This looks like the Kim KW Mario collab that she did with her brand, with like that pop of blue in the bottom. There's nothing inspired, I guess you could say. I just wish that maybe this was a little bit more fun considering the packaging. That's where I'm at. It's adorable packaging. I didn't even know that Zoella, I don't even really know much about Zoella. The only thing I've ever heard about her is the drama about her janky advent calendars, and that's kind of sad that that's all that I know about her, but whatever. It's almost like one of those things like, who asked for this? I would love to see Colourpop collab with like Raw Beauty Christie or someone like that, or even like a smaller influencer. Brands, if you're listening, take a chance on us. We have some loyal followers. Like, pick a newer influencer. We want to see some fresh, brand new ideas and inspiration. That's what's needed. We need a breath of fresh air in this community. Doesn't mean that these people haven't worked hard and that they don't deserve the collaborations. That's not what this means by any means, but it would just be nice to see some fresh faces, some fresh ideas. We just want some real new inspiration. So unfortunately, the brunch date collaboration, or I should say the Zoella Colourpop collaboration, is a hard pass for me. The Huda Beauty, these matte and metal liquid shadows, I love liquid metallic shadows because they give you that punch, that like pop of color. It's almost like skipping the step of having to spray your brush or your metallics with any kind of setting spray or water to get that intensity, it's like it's already done for you. So I really, really like that, but I don't need liquid matte shadows. I wish that these were simply just like liquid metal. I'd be totally fine with that. I just feel like there's something odd about the way that you would blend a liquid matte shadow. I've watched Raw Beauty Christy play with these a little bit, and she did say that the metallic parts were like, wow, or the metallic half end of the shadow blew her away, but the rest of it was just like, I don't know. It just doesn't seem to do enough for me. This has been out for several weeks now, I believe. It's this collaboration that Too Faced did with Erica Jane, I believe her name is. This is reaching, like really reaching, trying way too hard. I get that this is heavily influenced by this Erica Jane gal. I don't know much about her. I kind of briefly went through her Instagram page, and it is very much so her, like I get it. But to me, this is just not in good taste. This is just tacky for me. First of all, let's look at this body shimmer powder. I don't even want to say it because it's cringe city. It's cringe level expert. Let's just say that. I don't understand this collaboration. I don't get it. It's like packaged in like shocking warning labels. Like this is supposed to be something that's pushing the limits. And then when you look at the actual products themselves, it's like a wah wah, like Debbie Downer for real. I don't get it. It's tacky. It's trying too hard. I love so much of what Too Faced does, but there's something recently, I don't know what it is, like I don't get it. I feel like they're maybe like in a slump. I don't understand it. These new eyeshadow palettes from Anastacio, this like sunset and then like dusk or nighttime inspired quad shadows with the matching lip glosses. Aren't these like 32 bucks or something? I am all for paying for shadows that are worth it. I spent like 55 bucks on a 6-pan Pat McGrath palette, so yeah, I get it, but Anastacio eyeshadow palettes are nowhere near Pat McGrath shadows. They do not perform anywhere near the same, at least not in my opinion. I just cannot picture myself spending that kind of money on 4 little eyeshadows that will fit in the palm of my hand. That is not for me. It's gonna be a no from me. All right, let's talk about some of the items that I am either on the fence about or do want to try. The first item I want to talk about here, this is an eyeshadow palette or collection from Marc Jacobs. It looks like it's like a cool tone inspired palette. The packaging looks so cool. It's like metal chrome. These shades look beautiful. I'm generally not someone who gravitates towards cool tones at all whatsoever, but that metallic shade there, oh, that looks absolutely stunning. The reason why I'm drawn to this is because I've never really tried anything from Marc Jacobs. This is the first time that I've seen a palette that I'm like, wow, I would love to get my hands on this. The liners look beautiful. The packaging, I'm into it. I would really, really love to try that. From Milk Makeup, this is their new Hydro Grip Primer. This is like a dry skin person's primer. Prayers have been answered, if that makes any sense. Something that is hydrating but will really make your makeup stick. Sometimes hydrating primers do the opposite. They make your makeup move around, melt off, make it hard to blend on top of. So this looks absolutely incredible. There's something about the way that this looks, the packaging, the fact that it's clear, that it's called Hydro Grip Primer. I love the name. I think they hit the nail on the head with this one. I am all for it. I cannot wait to try this. I definitely will be purchasing it to do a review on my channel. Now, you guys are gonna be shocked. I haven't been the biggest fan of Tarte. Mostly because of the way that they conduct their business. I just really don't agree with it. But this palette is making me almost want to give them a second chance. They have this shadow formula. Oh my God, what is it called? It's like their paint pots. I have the shade Park Avenue Princess. These metallic shadows are like insane. One swipe color, bam. And this shadow palette looks like there's like 4 of those right down the center. And then the kind of matte shades that are in there, the shimmer shades. There's just something about this palette that looks absolutely gorgeous. It is beautiful. I love the tones in here, the packaging. It is honestly screaming my name. You guys, I'm probably gonna end up picking this palette up because it looks amazing. I'm on the fence about this one. I know I'm gonna end up getting it. It's this new palette from Morphe. I think it's like their Bronze Glow or the Get Your Bronze On. I don't know the name of it. I can't deny it. This palette looks absolutely beautiful. Again, talking about neutral palettes, it just looks Absolutely stunning. I have to get my hands on it. I love pretty much every Morphe palette that I try, and I just love the versatility behind these. It just looks absolutely gorgeous, and it looks like they're also dropping some bronzers, so this is exciting. I definitely think that I'm going to have to, oh, it's called, here it is, Bronze Goals. That's what it's called. It looks like they've got some liquid light highlighters, some new lipstick shades. I gotta give it to them. As basic as some people might think it is, I think it looks absolutely beautiful. Probably gonna end up splurging and buying that as well. I also wanna try from IT Cosmetics. This is their Confidence in a Foundation. This is their long wearing velvet matte finish, which I can get down with that. But it also says that it is hydrating and gives you up to 24 hours of wear. It comes in a 48, a crap ton of shades. It looks like they have a very good shade range here with this. I definitely want to give this a try. I think it looks really cool. I'll give it to them. I definitely want to try it. Colored Rain, you guys know I love the Queen of Hearts palette. So this is another one I want to try. They have the Safari Rain collection. These eyeshadow shades look beautiful. Their shadows are so stunning. I love them so much. I have to get my hands on this because it almost reminds me of the Natasha Denona Safari palette, like a little, like they took a few of those shades and put it into this. But I do have to say that I truly believe that Colored Rain's formula, from what I see, probably performs even better than the Natasha Denona palettes, so I am super stoked. I think I'm gonna have to get my hands on that as well. Yeah, you guys, I think that that is about it. I think I've gone through everything. Leave me a comment down below and let me know what you think. Do you agree with my anti-haul? Do you agree with the things in my makeup wish list? Do you wanna try them as well? Give this video a huge thumbs up, of course, if you liked it. Be sure to subscribe to my channel before you go. Hit that bell button. I upload brand new videos every Wednesday and Sunday. Sometimes I throw in a little bonus video here and there. So I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for your support and sitting down and watching this video and spending a little bit of time with me today. You guys know it means the world to me. I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Mwah. I love you guys so much. I'll see you then. Bye.